the book Dragon's Lair.
Here comes the bride, all dressed in white.
Oh, it is so beautiful in this garden. It almost is like mine back home. Oh, Your Majesty, Your Grace, Your Magnificence. I'm sorry. I did not realize that you were so close. Forgive me. I am Princess Harumi of the Sayori Kingdoms. It is wonderful to finally meet you in person. You are very lovely, much prettier than your portrait. Oh, yes, I received the portrait from your advisor. Harrison, I believe his name is. Yes, he said that I ought to make myself comfortable in the royal garden while I waited for you. I'm terribly sorry for rambling, but it truly is wonderful to meet you. Yes, the Sayori Kingdom is the largest on our side of the planet, the eastern side. It is often called the Misty Isles, considering how the mist always wraps itself around the kingdoms at dawn and at dusk. I almost forgot. And as a token of my honor and my gratitude that you would invite me to your palace, I brought you a box of sweets from my kingdom for you. I hope you enjoy them. They are the finest my kingdom has to offer. There you go. How does it taste, Your Majesty? Good, good. That makes me happy. I'm glad you enjoy the sweets. I made them myself. Sometimes when I am not studying or tending to my royal duties, I like to cook things in the kitchen. I have helped the servants with dinner a few times. It's technically a taboo in other countries, I know, for the princess to help with the servants' work, but they are greatly appreciated, and I want to show my appreciation to them by helping them. That and I enjoy making sweets for people. But I'm really glad you like the sweets. That makes me so happy. And perhaps you might like to eat my sweets every day. If we got married, we could. I could make you sweets all the time as I help you rule your kingdom, which is absolutely magnificent, and your garden is just stunning. It reminds me of my garden at home. Oh, it's so beautiful, and the air is sweet and fragrant with the flowers. Tell me, do you like the royal garden? Ah, I see. That makes me so happy. I have a fondness for gardens and lush greenery. As you can see, I am a chrysanthemum alrune. Have you ever seen an alrune like me before? Ah, I see. Well, we are more well known in the Sayori Kingdoms. In some places, well, I, I don't want to dampen your moods with superstitions, but for the most part, in the Sayori Kingdoms and in a few other places, we are seen as symbols of happiness and friendship and vitality. Is it true that we make... Ah, yes, it is true that we make tea and wine out of our own petals. Your servants sound very angry. I wonder what is troubling them. They are trying to get a new fountain to work in the garden. Well, I could see how that would upset anyone. Someone that would be able to help them would be an Undine, a water elemental or a water dragon, but they sound very angry. Perhaps they ought to have some tea. Some tea would calm them down tremendously. Oh, it's fine. The marketplaces are usually much louder than your one servant, though he does have a very big mouth. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't say that, but it is true considering how loud he is shouting, that we are able to hear him from all the way over here in your royal garden, which again is extremely beautiful, and I'm sorry for saying that. I truly am. It's alright. Well, still, your servants deserve respect too, even if they are in a temper. Tell me, do you think I am pretty? Do you like my robes? And I put on some perfume since I knew I was going to meet you. I really do hope that you choose me. I have much that I could offer you, not just good food and pleasures in the royal bedchambers, but the Sayori Kingdom is the most widely known trading port. We have multiple trade routes, and if we were to marry, you would have those trade routes as well. And they are quite fruitful. They bring our kingdoms much wealth, and your servant is so loud. They really need to calm down. I'm terribly sorry. Go a little further into the garden? Alright, if you're sure. That is much better. I'm terribly sorry. I... It was a little awkward and slightly uncomfortable, and... You have more servants in the garden. It looks like they're setting up a picnic. Your Majesty, Your Grace, Your Magnificence, did you tell them to set up this picnic for the two of us? Your Majesty, you're spoiling me. But it's not that I don't appreciate the effort. I only wish that I could give you more than just a simple box of sweets. You're so lovely, so wonderful, and you smell absolutely pleasant. Truly, Your Majesty, you are the pinnacle of humans. Absolutely perfect. Fitting for any princess. Oh, well, I do love my poetry. I suppose I took a page or two from one of my books. But I do genuinely mean my words, and I would be oh so very honored and happy if you chose me to be your bride. You know, truthfully, before I had a portrait of you, and before I knew that you were going to invite me to tea, I went to see a fortune teller to see what my future would hold, and she said that I was going to meet someone dashing and lovely, and that there was a human, a lover in my future. Well, when I saw your portrait, I just got so excited and happy, and truly, my liege, your magnificence, I think that she was speaking of you, that you were the lover in my future. I would so very much like that. And of course I will be a good lover, I will be a good wife, and I will bear us many seedlings. And of course, You will get the trade routes that my kingdom has, and everything that I possess will be yours. I really do hope that you choose me, though I know that I am competing with other women for your heart. But I will strive to be the very best candidate, and I hope that at the end of the day you choose me, for I do genuinely care for you. I love you. I fell in love with you the moment I first saw your portrait. I wonder if our future would be just as magnificent as the one the fortune teller predicted for me. What do you think? Your magnificence, your majesty, do you wish to marry me? Do you wish for us to have many seedlings together, for our kingdoms to be united through our marriage? Please, you can be honest with me. I won't judge you. I only wish to give you happiness and love, for you truly deserve all of that, and then some. Huh? Really? You think that we could be happy together? Oh, that would make me extremely grateful and happy, and I promise if we were to get married that I would be a wonderful wife and lover especially, and I would make you lots of sweets and good things to eat, and we would have many children. I'd want to have a whole garden of children, little seedlings that we can tend to and love and nurture, and truly, Your Majesty, you would make me the happiest Chrysanthemum Arun in the entire realm of Sayori if you would just marry me. But I do know that you have other women that you are seeing as potential candidates for marriage. I know that. And you are so loyal and noble and kind that I wouldn't think of asking you to have me as a second wife. For you are loyal and honest and true. Those are the many things that I love about you. Even if you did not choose me, you would have my full support. You would have my kingdom's allyship, or alliance, as you will. I'm sorry. I have been studying your language so that way I might speak it. How have I been this whole time? Have you been able to understand me? Ah, good. That makes me happy. You, my liege, your Majesty, you make me happy as well. I really do want to have a life with you. If I may I? It's just, I wish that you might allow me one boon, one wish. Name it, and it will be mine. Are you certain, Your Majesty? All right. May I kiss your cheek, please? I can. Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, if you would please close your eyes. Your gaze is so charming and alluring and piercing. It makes me shy. Thank you. You may open your eyes now, Your Majesty. You're so wonderful. Well, thank you. I like your company as well. Now then, it looks like your servants are done setting up the picnic. Why don't we go to the picnic? Alright, Lead the way, Your Majesty.